For this pie, I'm just going to put it in a large plate. It's got curved edges so the contents don't slip out. 4 tablespoons of whole flax seeds that I'm going to freshly grind. 1/2 of a teaspoon of cocoa powder and 1/2 of a teaspoon of ground cinnamon. Grind this thoroughly in your coffee bean grinder mill until it becomes a powder. Test it. If you're not sure, take it for another spin and sprinkle that on. I'm going to start with cauliflower and I'm going to rice it myself. So I'm going to use my Vitamix, and I just found that it works so much better than if I use my food processor, because my food processor makes it too fine, and this way I can control how big or how small I want my cauliflower pieces. For perfect riced cauliflower, place evenly chopped raw cauliflower inside your high-speed blender. That's right, not a food processor, a blender. Take a spin on low using your tamper to press it down. And you have perfect riced cauliflower. Scoop your riced cauliflower onto your crust. One ripe small banana. This is a medium. Measure out 6 1-inch pieces. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So you should have some left over. So I have a little bit left over, and so I will save this for a smoothie later. And the other ingredient is 1 medium apple, chopped, seeded, and cored. I'm going to leave the skin on for the extra nutrients. This is chopped in fairly large chunks. I don't want, when I put it in here and I blend it, I don't want it to turn into applesauce. Yummy. Choose your favorite apple. 1/2 of a teaspoon of ground cinnamon. 1 teaspoon of vanilla. If you're using vanilla extract that's liquid, just make sure it is alcohol free. Fresh lemon juice. 1.5 cups of defrosted red cherries. Defrosted on my counter for the last couple hours, and there's all this delicious juice, but I'm not going to put it in there because it'll be just too wet. We're not putting flour in this, so I'm just going to remove the cherries from the juice, shaking off a little bit of the juice, and I'm going to save the juice. And then I just took the berry juice and I just put it into a smaller container so I can use this as my syrup. Spin on low. Scoop out your berry fruit pie filling onto your crust, using your spoon to smooth that out gently. For my pie crust, it's simple. 4 tablespoons of healthy omega-3 flax seeds, 1/2 of a teaspoon of beet powder. This is not technically raw, but it adds additional sweetness. You don't have to add it, but it does taste really good. And 1/2 of a teaspoon of ground cinnamon. Grind this into a powder. Sprinkle on top, trying to make it as even as I can. Smooth so that it's evenly distributed. Try not to press too hard because it will absorb the liquid from the fruit, and I don't Want that right now. There you go. Isn't that beautiful? So let's try it. This healthy, raw, vegan berry apple pie. It's sweet. It has a lot of different textures going on with the crunchy tart apple, with the cherries and the sweet banana and the vanilla. It is very nutritious, and it's like, guess what I'm eating for lunch? I'm eating pie. And to make it truly authentic, you can throw a couple of walnuts on top or not. This is a lot of calories, and I'm going to eat this entire thing for my lunch. What's great is, as a raw vegan, it's kind of hard to eat a lot of calories. This food is so filling. So it makes me excited that this is a lot of calories and it will fill me up until dinner time. So I'll put exactly how I made this in the description below. And I have made this probably 8 different times with all these different combinations of fruit. So this is, I found, the best combination. The banana does add that creamy texture, and it does add that sweetness that it really definitely needs because there is no sugar in this. And the cherries and the apple are just a wonderful combination. And I love the crust, so it's replaces flour, so it gets that fattiness that we like, but it's healthy. I really hope you enjoy this as much as I do. More wonderful recipes to come. For my favorite low-fat, oil-free, plant-based vegan recipes, order my cookbook with vegan nutrition facts on how to prevent and reverse disease, which chronicles my personal health and weight loss story through my website, thehigh5diet.com.